In this video, we are going to learn about two Excel functions that can help us convert data in Excel. Last week, we helped Zara sort out the amount field so they are all showing as valid numbers. What Zara needs to do now is add those all up so she can compare the total to the other report. So click in V1, we're going to type equals sum and open our brackets. I'm going to click on Q2 and Control-Shift down arrow to select them all. And then I'm going to just press Tab so I jump back up to the top row. Small problem, we've got the answer 0. Now why is that happening? Well, the first clue is, if you have a look at these numbers, they're all aligning to the left. And that is often a hint that there is a problem. Numbers in Excel automatically align to the right. What's happened here is, although it contains valid numbers, we got to them by using text functions. This data is being stored as text, and this can be quite a common problem with data that comes out of external systems. Before we can perform any arithmetic operations on these values, we need to actually convert them to proper numbers. And the function that will help us do this is the value function. Now let's have a look at how it works. I'm going to just click into V2 and type equals VA and tab to select value. And when I click on the amount and press enter, you'll see it's actually aligning to the right. It's behaving like a number. All right, I'm going to undo that, and we're now going to apply the value function to our existing calculation. I'm going to double click into Q2, and there's already a fairly large calculation there. We want to take the result of that whole calculation and apply a value. So we're going to click between the equals and the substitute, type VA, press tab, don't forget to close your brackets at the end, press enter, and hey presto, you've got a number. And when I double click to copy that down, all of our data has converted. So that's the problem sorted with getting text to numbers. Now I should just point out that if you tried to apply a value function to a cell that contained a non-numeric character, you would actually get a value error. So you will need to make sure you've only got numeric characters inside that cell. What we're going to look at next is solving the opposite problem. That's where you have a number or a date and you want to convert it to text, and that's the problem Zara has encountered in the other report. So let's just click into the next tab, and just like she did in the previous sheet, she needs to get the invoice month. And if you have a look at the data here, it's been stored as a proper date. And so we can't use our left, right, or mid functions that we learned about last week to extract it. The function we're going to need here is the text function. The text function is almost like the opposite of the value function. It takes a valid date or a valid number and converts it to text. Let's have a look at how it works. So clicking in K5, I'm going to type equals TE and tab to select text. The first thing it wants is the value we want to convert. So I'm going to click on my invoice date and type a comma. The next thing it needs to know is, what do we actually want to get back? Do we want month? Do we want year? Well, we tell Excel this by giving it a kind of code. I'm going to start by opening my double quotes because it's going to be a text code, and we use D to represent days, M for months, and Y for years. Now a single D will return me a day without a leading zero. So this case would give me a 2 But for this case, it will give me a 16. If I put 2 Ds, that will give me a 0, 2, or over here, 16. 3 Ds will actually give me the day of the week with just the first 3 characters, and 4 days will give me the whole day of the week. So let's just have a look at how that works. I'm going to press enter, and you can see that was a Monday. Well, that's not actually what we want. We want the month, and for the month, we're going to use M. So I'm going to type 3 M's, which will give me the month abbreviated to 3 characters. And when I press enter, there we go, and we'll copy that down. So the 2 functions we've seen are the value function, which will take numeric characters stored as text and convert them to numbers, and the text function, which will take numbers or dates and convert them to a text format of your choosing. So 2 very useful functions for converting your data into the form you need.